Hey guys, it's Steve Vlogs here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are enjoying the weekly episodes. I think it's really fun to do, something nice to put on the channel, something different, and go, yeah, just something nice really. I've never done it before, but actually I'm really enjoying it. It proves that I'm still posting and still want to do it. So yeah, I still want to do YouTube, so stick to it. So, as you're probably aware, we're back in my bedroom in a different angle, mainly because there's been problems behind me. There's no pictures there now. Oh, long story short, we're not going back there. And also, at the moment, the camera's on the bed, normally where it normally is, to a different angle, but it's only for tonight and a quick video. So anyway, tonight, this week, at the moment, I'm not planning to do episode 5 of the weekly topics because I've looked at the views, not getting many, so maybe you want to break something else. Obviously, you don't want to keep ramming you with episodes every week. I'm trying to do new videos as well, to put in between the weeks, just so that's actually 2 a week rather than 1 a week, so that you guys don't get bored and stuff like that. As you probably could tell, last week I had a Black Friday deal video showing you what I bought, blah blah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do in the future, and also leave me some comments on reviews and reactions to do for my weekly topics. So anyway, we're going to call this episode 1 of Rant, a rant video. I want to do kind of like a rant series of things that I don't like or it's just like. Now I'm going to leave a poll at the end. Now I want you to leave what you think, who was right, who was wrong. In October, me and my partner Bethany went to a gig in Birmingham for the first time in O2 Academy. Now I've previously been to an O2 Academy in Leicester this year to see a band called Enter Shikari. Everything was great. The atmosphere was great, the people who went was great, and the security were great. So from my knowledge and my understanding, I thought it would be the same thing, just in Birmingham. So we go in, everything was fine. I bought merch, because this was for my birthday by the way, my 23rd birthday. We went there to watch a gig called Killswitch Engage. Awesome band, love them to pieces. So yeah, I bought merch, bought drinks, and we was waiting to see the main act. Obviously you got support acts. The first band come on, it was okay. Fantastic, you know. There was quite a few drunk people around us pissing other people off as well, but nothing too serious. The second act come on, they were a heavy deathcore band. I wasn't really feeling their vibe. Some people would like it, but I wasn't feeling their vibe. So anyway, near the end of their set, my missus got a cup full of either alcohol, piss, or whatever, literally thrown in her eye. Like, it hit her right in the eye, and it swilled her and swilled me, so we were both drenched, covered in liquid. Whatever the liquid was, I do not know. So that was the first thing that started it. Me thought, I was like, you're alright, making sure she was fine, checking over, because obviously I've never been to Birmingham properly, because it was a weekend away for my birthday present. And obviously do some shopping, so it was the first time ever going to Birmingham properly. So I was nervous, making sure she was alright as well. She was making sure I was alright. So anyway, so that happened. Then around us, near the end of the set of the second band, the people that were quite rowdy, I think they come from Wales because they had a Welsh accent and stuff like that. They started pissing everyone off around us even more, and it got to a point where it was getting heated. And I was like, this should not happen at a heavy metal concert. Whatever. Now let me just explain something else before I go even more. Yes, I know at a heavy metal concert there is mosh pits. Alright, I want to clear that. I want to clear that to a T. I know it can get a bit rowdy. That's all I want to say. I know it can get rowdy. But what I'm about to tell you next should never happen at a festival, a gig, either heavy metal or non-heavy metal. This should not happen at all. So that's my opinion, and that's what I want to say. So next up, Killswitch Engage come on. The main act finally wanted to come on. It started okay. They played the first song. There was a bit of pushing and shoving, just fine, can handle that, whatever. Now we was nowhere near mosh pits or anything, but these Welsh lads that were drunk literally brought the pit to us. We didn't want it. We stayed out the way, at the side, so we're nowhere near the pit, so we can literally just enjoy this night out, right? So what happens? One of the Welsh guys So the Welsh guys brought this pit to us and made everyone push and shove. Then this is when it kicked off, and this is when I went down all the avenues I could to do something about it. Let's get into their second song. I can't remember what song it was, but one of the Welsh guys went round the back of me, like round the back of the crowd. So I'm standing at the stage, like near the stage, but on the left hand side, and some guy goes around everyone behind me, including myself, and tries to push his way in at the side. Now, I didn't want to let this guy through, mainly because there was not a lot of room, and plus I couldn't be fucked. I really could not be fucked to let him through. I'll be honest, not being rude, I just didn't want him to get through, because like, stop pushing in, alright? Everyone wants to see this band, you don't have to ram in. But he did. So this guy tried to get in, and I didn't like hurt him, I just put my arm out a little bit, just basically say, you're not coming through, blah blah. So this guy, obviously I didn't want to start any fights or trouble, but this is what happened. So this guy thought it'd be great to elbow me multiple times. I say multiple, I'd say about 5 to about 10 times in the ribs. It started off slow, and then it got more powerful, more powerful, more powerful, and in the end it got to the point where he literally elbowed me like he elbowed like that, and then he literally like jabbed in his elbow and left it there into my ribs. So I was in pain. So I didn't want to hit him. Well, I wish I did, because it's not. Because at the moment, everything I've done has not got me anywhere. So at the point, I was like, I wish I did hit him. I wish I hit everything that went wrong. I wish I did something more about it, because they wouldn't give a fuck. So anyway, I couldn't breathe. So it's probably a bit rude of me, but I thought, I grabbed Bethany and I was like, we need to go now. I was not aggressive with her, but I was aggressively going, I need to get out here now. I need to go now. Like, you know, I was like proper angry. So I pulled her out the way, and she was like, what's the matter, what's the matter? So I was at the side of the gig, just holding my ribs in pain, because I could not breathe. It felt, I never had that situation before. It felt like I got winded, but not so bad as such. But I don't know, it felt so weird. I did not like it. Did not like it at all. I wanted to get out. So we went out, went to the back of the gig, where the bar is. So I went to buy a drink, and I thought, a good idea. I saw a marshal outside. I told this lady, I don't know her name, but she had glasses on, brownish hair, a bit of an accent. Obviously she's in Birmingham, but I think she was a foreign lass. And I told her what happened. I said, look, you need to sort this out, X, Y and Z. She wasn't really bothered. She literally just turned to me and went, okay, I'll get someone else to look into this for you. And I went for a crew. And I thought, okay, great, I guess, thanks. So like, you are the crew security. You're meant to be looking after nearly, I think the gig venue actually held up to 2,000 to 3,000 people, and this woman is part of the crew management to sort out this. Yet she said, I'll pass it on. I'll pass it on to another member of crew. Like, no, you should have been there. You're the crew. So that's one thing that pissed me off. I was like, okay, wasn't really happy to hear her say that. So anyway, I just went, fuck it. We'll go back. I went back to the bit where I was at the bar, and there was this drunk guy. He wasn't wearing any trousers or Americans pants. He was just like in his underwear, his always boxer shorts and t-shirt. So he was pissed, mate. He kept like doing this, like, you know, but stumbling toward. That was a bit shit off creep. But he was like moving his head like that, and he was basically following me and missus around the bar area, kept nudging into us, you know, pushing his arms, and we kept saying, stop it, piss off, leave us alone, blah blah. He did not care. He was mortally drunk. So we standed further away, away from the bar and away from him, and I noticed him behind us, and I thought everything was okay. He then went to the right hand side and buggered off for a bit and pestered someone else, and yeah, I thought everything was okay. So I turned to my missus and I was like, are you okay now? Can we enjoy this gig? Are you hurt? You know, how are you feeling? She literally turned around to me with the boldest eyes, like eyes watering, tears streaming down her face, boldest eyes. And she said, someone has hit me in the back of the head. Literally punched. She said she could felt the knuckles, felt the fingers. Someone has punched me in the back of the head. So she told me she felt everything, the knuckles, the fingers, the back of her head. And I was like really pissed to hear that. I literally had like half a pint left. it was pretty shit. I got so angry at the stage. At that stage, I said, "We are leaving. We are leaving." I was not even happy to feel. I didn't even feel safe at this venue. I was like, "No, we're leaving." So I actually, out of anger, because what else could I have done? But I just literally lost it. I flipped. So much shit happened in this gig. I had my drink in my hand. I literally threw it at the guy. I went up to the guy and threw it at his head. And I was like, "Fuck this!" Pushed him out the way. I was leaving. As I was leaving, there were some extra crew members saying, "Did you have a good night?" I explained why and what happened. We've just been punched in the back of the head, whatever. This is the shittest venue. And he says, I'm said to him, "I'm never coming back." And that's true to this day. I'm not coming back or going back to O2 Academy in Birmingham for this shit experience and all that kind of crap. So anyway, we went home or back to the hotel. We all got KFC. And the next, we slept, we fell asleep. So the next day I woke up, went to the mirror in the bathroom, and I thought, oh, my ribs are a bit sore. I wonder if there's a bruise. There was. It wasn't a massive bruise, but it started to form like the elbow shape, and it was like a greenish yellowish bruise, so it did some damage, you know. So I said to Mrs. "Look, let's write an email." So this is the situation I'm at the moment, and I don't know. Well, there's not much I can do. I've been down in every avenue, but the first thing I did was let's write an email to the. Well, the only thing I could find is the inquiry line to Birmingham O2. So I finally got an email from the assistant general manager a couple of days later, basically saying people were thrown out of that gig. Blah 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 blah. I hope this doesn't make you. I hope this doesn't put you off coming in the future. And I replied back to him saying, "Sorry, this is not good enough. We physically got hurt. Blah 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 blah." And literally, from that conversation, nothing was said. He didn't reply back. Nothing. He just deleted it basically. And we're like, that's great. Good experience. So then I thought, let's write another email. We'll say at the same line, but we'll say to the actual manager. Okay. No email from an actual manager actually contacted me. So that was them two options that I tried. The second thing was to try Ticketmaster to see if they can help, because they had an inquiry line. That took a few days. They basically said we couldn't help you. They could help you, blah blah blah. But I think they advised because you paid for it on your credit card or something, your bank might be able to give you a refund. So like, okay, because obviously I might as well put in this bracket as well. Probably a bit late. We didn't watch the whole entire gig. We literally stayed in there 15 minutes when Kill Switch Engage actually came on. So before everyone says like, "Oh, but you actually watched the gig," we didn't. I forgot to mention we did not watch the gig. We watched about 15 minutes of Kill Switch Engage, and then we left because it was that I felt unsafe to stay there. So anyway, so I wrote to Ticketmaster. They said to go to the bank. So I called the bank, and they went, "Okay, we'll go into our legal or whatever to see what they can do." So they put me through. Basically said, "Sorry, you're not covered on this. We don't cover tickets, but because you got physically attacked, you're legally right to call the police." I was like, okay, so I can either call the police, see what they can do, which I thought was a bit of a silly thing to do, or write a bad review. So I called the police, I think last Friday, explained the situation, and they said we'll pass this on to Midlands Police. This has been nearly it's been nearly done a week since I've done that, and yet nothing has been done. And the only thing I've got left to do is write a review on the Facebook to say this is the worst experience ever, worst gig. Basically just tell them that because we have had the worst experience in Birmingham. So yeah, I've literally been down every avenue I can think of to either get money back or claim for something, because I know when I go to Download Festival, none of this happened. There's no violence. There's no punching. If you fall down in a mosh pit, you get picked up. Everyone looks after you like a family. I've noticed when you go to gigs, they let any Tom, Dick and Harry go, obviously. Well, it's the same with Download, but every Tom, Dick and Harry goes, and they're violent and they're idiots. So it's just horrible. It's the worst experience ever, and it's the worst thing I've ever wanted anyone, well, myself to go through or anyone to go through. You know, because that's what puts metal music to shame. I love metal. I love heavy rock, heavy metal. But when they do that, it puts it to shame, and that's what brings out the worst in that kind of genre, and that's what people stereotype see in it, and that's why I hate it. But yeah, what do you guys think of what my story, and am I in the right for trying to claim money? Yes or no? So yeah, that's my little rant basically of the experience. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit a like on this video, be much appreciated. And if you're new and want to see the latest content, hit the subscribe button and you will see everything that I post. This has been your boy Steve Vlogs. See you next time.